Welcome to CAPTIVA eLearning. This is an example of one of the courses that if you subscribe to as a training organisation, what your students will actually see. Apart from the logo, which will change to your own logo, each student that you enrol will have access to the course that you nominate, and that course is divided into modules. And you can allow the students to see all the modules within the course or just specific ones at a particular time. You'll see over on this side that each student will have their navigation bar, and you'll also be able to post the latest news, upcoming events, recent activity, and coordinate items with your students. Let's go into the first module now, which is Work Health and Safety Systems for this particular course. And the course is structured so that we have a learning portfolio for each particular cluster. You'll see here there's a portfolio introduction, a participant guide, a learning toolbox, the assessment area, and the mapping matrix area. First of all, let's take a look at this particular portfolio introduction. So you'll see here that the students are given information on what they need access to take these particular modules. They're given a workbook snapshot of how the particular units come together, and they can click on these links to gain access to the actual training package and unit information. As we scroll down, there's also a flow chart on how to proceed through this particular cluster of units and to complete the assessments. I'll go back into the main frame now. There's also a participant guide which provides information on the learning and assessment process, what's included in this learning and assessment portfolio, and further instructions on how to proceed through and what assessments are going to be involved in each. This section here is the learning toolbox. This houses all the background knowledge and information that the student will require to complete the assessments. And it's split up into read, where they can actually click on the chapters of the textbook that are relevant to these particular units and read the information. They also have access to print or save that particular textbook chapter. We've also included a series of relevant videos and in some cases podcasts for further information, which is part of the training process. And there are a series of relevant internet links for them to carry out further research and information gathering. You can also add to these this list relevant to your specific industry. When they've actually worked through the introduction, participant guide, learning toolbox, the assessment section is located here, and the assessments are basically task orientated. So we have task 1, and they're required to complete written responses and upload documented evidence. Task 2 follows through in the same process. So let's take a look at one of the written responses. So they're required in this example to carry out this particular evidence, and they can add their submission so that you can mark it online. Now, it can be in audio format, it can be in online text that they submit their answer to, or in PDF submission if they wish to upload a file. So you will have access to that marking of that evidence in your particular section as a teacher. The documentary evidence further supports the task that they've carried out, and they simply add their submission and can click and drag files in here. All of the assessments follow through in that process, and then at the end we have the mapping matrix, which demonstrates which particular task maps to each of the specific units within the cluster. So once they've finished this particular cluster and the portfolio of learning and assessment that's included, they can move on to their next clustered assessment. That concludes our demonstration. Please contact us if you'd like some further information or a personal tour. Thank you.